being around these brothers and hearing, you know, they all have their personal gripes,
right,
and within the situations. But I'm not. If I go out and I say something on a platform, it's to discredit people trying to discredit my platform.
What you mean?
Like, if I'm not gonna jump out there, like, you know, we had other co-hosts that left, and they chose to go to platform.
Right. Try to discredit.
So when they said what they said, I was all right. Let me just clear the air. This is what really happened. Y'all could believe who y'all want to believe, but I need to put my story out there just so y'all don't think this is some real shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I never agreed with if you got a personal grievance with somebody, yo, jump on this platform. Let's go air it out. You know what I mean? But being around these brothers, they all got their own personal gripes.
Right.
That's why it would look like that.
Right. Well, to your point, you know, I noticed that, Math. I noticed that you are quick to defend yourself. If somebody say something, you might be on a plane. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get on the gram and you're gonna be on the plane for 30 minutes addressing it.
I'll be telling that nigga not to though.
But you do it.
Everything is not worth.
Listen, a lie told enough times by a sick individual who needs therapy is going to be believed.
I'm glad you said that. Another way to say it is a lie. A lie will run around the world twice before the truth can even show the truth.
Exactly.
Now we live in an era. We all men of a certain age, so we come from the era where it's like silence is golden, and when it comes to publicity, you know, the less said is better. Social media has changed that a little bit. For better or for worse. Some people could agree with it, some people could not. Right. One thing that people say about me, that they criticize me a lot with social media, so much so that I even have been kicked off of social media. I've been kicked off Instagram. I've been kicked off of Twitter, right? Is because I will engage. Yeah. I will defend myself.
You get very active.
I get active.
Now,
right. One thing I will say that's a misunderstanding is that the ops, that's what kids say nowadays, right? The people who are against me, they put it out there that I am going after people. I am attacking people. I'm showing up on your platform and I'm coming, like that's what Sway said on your show that I didn't like. He said, well, he likes to go at people. He likes to call people Nazis for no reason. I never did that. You ain't never see me go on nobody's platform and start talking shit about them unless they came to me first. It's not how I move. It's not how anybody in my crew move. Right. I don't do that.
You ever do it on Twitter?
Never on Twitter.
Talib, you be very busy on Twitter.
That's right.
I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
Because
but you're very busy.
When I used to be on Twitter, I ain't been on Twitter in 5 years. Right?
Okay, all right, cool.
So when I was on Twitter,
right,
I was very busy responding to people who came to my page.
Yes.
Never once, because I was against that. The reason why I would speak, I would engage so much, because I'm like, what I was saying most of the time is, why you coming to my page fucking with me? Why you starting shit with me? What did I do to you? People would, I have opinions about politics. I have opinions about the culture. I have opinions about being pro-black. It started with the racist.
Right.
It started with that. Before, when Twitter first started, it wasn't, but the racist, and particularly online with the algorithm, overlap with some of the more right-wing aspects of our community.
Right.
And some of the people who just don't like, a lot of people think conscious music and being conscious and being pro-black and all that is corny. Because when you like that, it makes people see the flaws in themselves. When you stand up for the people all the time, people say, damn, I don't stand up for nobody. And they start projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. Right. And so that's what you would see happen to me online. Never would I go on somebody's page. Why would I do that? Why would me, Talib Kweli, take my time to go on your page? Like if Math, let's say I don't know you, I'm gonna go on your page, you say something I don't like, I'm like, yo, you wrong. Why would I do that? I've never done that. And so to bring it back to Averb, his man, how it started, and his man, he admitted it on the show.
Right.
If you go back, because I watched it again to refresh my memory before I came up here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, his man, so
he did the research.
Hold on. This is how it starts, right?
Right.
I made a post criticizing something that Donald Trump did. I don't remember something that Donald Trump did, I criticized it. His man came and objected to my post. A stranger. He said on your show, he sat on that chair, he said, basically, I went to Kweli's page and I made an objectionable comment. Objectionable means you were going against what I'm saying.
Right.
My response to him was, if you want to vote for Trump, if you want to support Trump, that's your business. And then he started dissing me. He started being like, oh, you don't understand that it's left and right, two wings of the same bird, and you never dissed the Democrats, but you're always coming at Trump and all this type of stuff.
But okay, and his story was you called him a Nazi off rip.
Maybe three comments later.
3 comments later.
Yeah, not off rip. But maybe I'll give him 2 or 3 comments. But
Right.
yes, Donald Trump, and I'm gonna say that Donald Trump is a white supremacist. Absolutely. Donald Trump is supported by the Nazis. He's supported by the KKK. Absolutely. He just said today in the news, when he wins, he's gonna call it the
Reich.
the Reich,
The Reich.
which is Nazi terminology.
Right.
He been saying blood and soil. He been using Nazi terminology. Let's not mince words here.
Right.
Donald Trump is a far right white nationalist. That's the accurate way to put it.
Right.
Far right white nationalists support Nazis. So if you a black man and you see a black man criticizing Donald Trump, and your first instinct is to tell that black man he's wrong for that, and then you're going to continue to argue the point, yeah, you might be aligned with fucking Nazis. And I'm going to say that.
Right.
Now, if you saw what I wrote and you disagreed with it, said, yeah, KWELI, I don't like him. He always criticizing Trump. He never criticized Joe Biden, which is not true, but this is what people say, right? Oh, I see KWELI's posts. I don't like what he's saying. Nigga, keep it fucking moving.
Right.
What possesses you to come to my page, black man to black man, and say you are wrong to do this? If I don't know you, if I don't have a relationship with you, I'm going to treat you like I treat a stranger who came into my space to say something objectionable.
The only
I'm gonna
the
punch you in
only
the
answer
face.
I can provide for that is boredom.
It's boredom. What you mean?
Boredom. That's
Why somebody
people,
would do that?
Yeah, that's why people do that.
Like
Or
niggas
they,
up north
or they
killing
just,
got nothing else to do.
or they
Like
just
jail
want your
niggas killing,
attention.
just calling
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
yeah,
Right,
facts.
on my position.
Bored.
I'll respond to this.
You know what I mean?
Boredom, only boring people get bored. There's no excuse to be bored in today's society. You on a phone, an iPhone that you spent hundreds of dollars on,
thousands.
thousands. You could go anywhere in the world. You could research about anything you want to research in about. This man's page had something on his page where he's supporting black businesses or something. It's fraudulent. He don't actually do that. He had 3 posts about he support black business. His 4th post and 5th post and 6th post was him dissing me. I'm a black business. I employ a lot of people. If you are supportive of black business, why are you on your post? You got 3 posts supposedly supporting black business in St. Louis, but you got 3 posts dissing Talib KWELI because you don't like the fact that he don't like Nazis.
Shout out to God Family Art.
Shout out to all black
What do
businesses.
it actually say though, man?
Take risks.
GFA, God Family Art. Shout out to the homie.
Animal what?
I'd have to. I'd have to.
It's a fire shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So that's how it starts.
All right, so my qualm with you is I feel like I criticized one of your bars one time
Yes, in private.
in private.
Yes.
And
Which I'll let me just say this. I fuck with you.
right.
You my mans.
Right.
And I say that because I don't let people do that to me.
Right.
I let you do that because you my mans.
Right.
Because I respect your craft.
Right.
But I said to Seth, I said, normally I wouldn't let somebody just criticize my
Yeah,
craft.
you were the bomb first. I know your style. I've seen it. You were the bomb first. But I respect that. You know.
And the fact that it was a private conversation.
Private conversation.
Right.
Now hold on. That's
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do that publicly.
That's the
Yeah,
problem with the
I'm not
gonna
world,
do that
is that
public.
y'all don't just y'all got that phone and use that shit to do everything but call.
Well, that's why I fuck
Right.
with math, because we could get on the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
Right.
even in all of these situations,
Even though
right?
you did say the bar with Averb in it.
I did.
You did. You brought
I
it
did?
up. Yeah.
I brought it up.
Dairy Cow bar.
Dairy cow.
Dairy cow.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
listen.
But you proved me wrong. You said
Okay.
not.
Dairy cow.
There's technically
Right.
there is a
Dairy
dairy
cow.
cow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Like
right,
you
right.
can't just couple all of them. They're not all dairy
Right.
cows. And I
Right.
was speaking specifically about dairy cows. So you're versed in what you're doing, what you're saying, your lyrics, everything.
Yeah.
I don't feel, well, to a certain extent, I don't feel like I feel like some of your responses could be an educational response rather than, well, if you're taking that stance,
Right.
put them up, motherfucker. You know
Right.
what
No,
I mean?
and you
Like,
said that to me on the phone.
Right.
And so you're very consistent. I'll say in public what I said to you on the phone. I'm with you if we all agree that we all move in the same direction. If we all here for the liberation of our people, I don't gotta agree with everything you say. I don't agree with everything Tariq Nasheed say. I don't agree with everything Dr. Umar Johnson say. There's a lot of people. I don't agree with everything my mother says.
Right.
I don't agree with everything my father says. These is my best friends in the world. I don't agree with everything these niggas say.
right.
The idea that we have to agree on every point or else we have to disrespect each other, that's some internet shit. That's
Hey,
some
I
new
think
shit.
that's
Facts.
that's the
You know what I'm
last time
saying?
I was
agree.
here.
That's
I
the
agree.
wrong metric for us to
I agree.
strive to. So I come from educators. My brother's a teacher. My brother's a professor. My parents are professors. If I wasn't rapping for a living, I'd likely be an educator. So I get that point. And I probably would have made a lot of diss records about niggas if I didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I make these records, but I don't put them out because I'm like, that's not the energy that people need from Talib Kweli.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to your point, we have to be on the same accord. We have to be for the liberation of our people. If someone is coming to me and trying to smear me and trying to take me down, this is a man I ain't did nothing to, I don't owe that person an education. And as a matter of fact, it's not fair to ask me to give him one. You understand what I'm saying? There are people out here who we can have the conversation. We can have, it's not like son came at me in a respectful way. So the first thing he did after we had our back and forth is he tagged Averb. He tagged Ali from St. Lunatics, who was also on some bullshit with that shit.
Right.
Ali just didn't continue going as far as Averb. But again, like I told you, when he tagged Averb, I only knew Averb by the name. I never heard him rap before. But I remember my response. And my response was, not knowing anything about Averb, was, you tagging these rap niggas like they gonna have your back, not knowing he's even connected. I think he was his manager at some point. I'm like, you tagging rap niggas like what? You can't fight your own battles? These niggas not gonna have your back like you think they are? And he proved me wrong. Because when he tagged Averb, the next video that he put up was him and Averb dissing me. And I had never, you know, I'm like, Averb was like, yeah, I don't fuck with Kweli and this and that and this. So I think I commented on that video. But when I commented on that video, then Averb just started saying stuff about me all the time. Now, the same thing people accuse me of, say I engage a lot. What I learned since is that Averb do that too.
Yeah, he does.
Those stuff what I learned, like,
Very
okay.
much, yeah.
And what I also learned is that the way he engaged, which I think is kind of funny, is he see himself as like Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate of the battle rap world.
Yeah.
Like he's hyper masculine and men don't get no love and he gonna diss these women. And I came across a video of him saying, you know, he was, and this, we have to respect everybody who's been through some bullshit, everybody who's been abused, everybody who's been victimized. I came across a video where he said he was molested or abused or groomed even by a woman.
Right. At a young age.
At a young age, and he had a woman on the chat, on the FaceTime, and she laughing as he telling the story, right? So if it was true, if what he's saying is true, it's not funny.
Right.
But he said something that I don't agree with in that video. He said, she's the reason why bitches ain't shit. She's the reason why hoes ain't shit. Now, if you know anything about my music, I know the culture we come from. I know that we use derogatory terms. We call ourselves nigga. We call women bitches hoes. I don't judge someone who grew up in a poor neighborhood in the hood who uses that terminology.
Right.
But I will judge your hypocrisy. Absolutely. If you're the type of person that come on MATHHOFFA show and say that Talib Kweli is a freak, the word he uses, why are you concerned about where my dick goes in the first fucking place? That's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
You call me a freak? For real, that's weird. That's real shit.
Yeah.
And then he say, Talib Kweli has harassment charges, which I don't know if you heard him say that because y'all didn't push back on that, because charges could be pulled up. I've never harassed nobody in my life, regardless of what the internet will tell you. We could pull up all the receipts. I'll stand toe-to-toe with anybody and defend myself. I've never harassed nobody. I've never assaulted nobody. There's no cases of me abusing anybody. This man came on your show and said, Talib Kweli has harassment charges and be attacking women. And then immediately his next sentence out of his mouth was, I don't harass no hoes and I be checking bitches. So if you have an issue, a supposed issue with how you think I treat women, which is a lie.
Right.
And the next thing out your mouth is, I check bitches and I don't harass
no
hoes.
hoes.
Come on, what are we even talking about?
I think he was trolling them.
listen.
Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.